Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome to the King's Palace. This is Rich Loader alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for EA Sports. Today we're here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, it's right in the heart of Orlando, Florida. You've played this course before. What do you need to look out for?
Ideally, you've got to hit the ball with a high, soft landing flight, which is not a shot that most amateurs have in their bag. But Florida courses, they differ from a lot of the other courses within North America, and what they lack in change of elevation, they make up in difficulty by the use of water and very firm greens.
It is a par 72 with a tough finishing stretch.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Frank, anything you do differently from the rough in terms of your swing? You hinge the club a little bit more quickly?
No, normally put the ball just a little bit further back in your stance because you want the club to be going down. Down, it's got to go down through the grass, through the ball.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really, you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
All right, Frank, just on the fringe. He might be thinking about making this.
He's a better chipper than you, Rich. Another good swing. Another good approach shot.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Back to the second hole here at Bay Hill, Frank, long par 3.
And that green slopes so much from right to left, so you can actually use the contours of the green here.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
All right, hanging in. That's a par and 4 over. Now at the par 4 third, Frank, this is a great golf hole.
It certainly is. Remember, the brain doesn't register don'ts. So aim right. There's a bunker down there. Keep focusing on where you want it to go, not in the other direction. Are you for real? It was terrible.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, we've seen this before today, in the bunker, looking to splash this softly onto the green. On the green and in play. Good shot. Beautiful roll on that one, right in the bottom.
All at the second, all with the first hole.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. 4th hole is the first par 5 on the golf course, Frank.
Very scoreable. 2 bunkers down the left, the first of which takes 330 yards to get it past that.
Definite birdie hole, maybe even a chance for Eagle to really jumpstart the round.
Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, tricky little third shot here at the par 5 4th.
Especially if you don't have a full number, because there's just that little mound in the middle of the green. If you get on the wrong side of that, instantly you can be 30, 40 feet away. So check where the flag is. Is it front? Is it back? And then try and land it in that section.
Safely aboard. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
So a tester from 4 feet. Chases that in for par to stay at 4 over. 5th hole at Bay Hill. Frank, this is a chance to employ some course management as opposed to maybe brute strength. What do you think?
Yeah, rather soft par 4. No water here, but bunker down the left and bunker down the right. Pinches into that corner. So if you're a little wayward, an iron here is not a bad idea.
Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Good looking shot right here. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
These putts keep the round together. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
This would give him the par. He'll take par and move on. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls.
Long and straight, about 320 yards, and in the fairway.
Second shot.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. That's a step in the right direction. Makes the putt and makes the move to 3 over. Breathing a sigh of relief. You've made it through the par 5 without getting wet. Now you're at this par 3 7th, Frank.
You've got to guarantee a carry at least 7 or 8 yards onto this green because that's where that bunker is on that right. It cuts in 7 yards.
Headed for the bunker. Not missing by much today, but enough to again be in the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I'd say a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Let's move on to the 8th, and Frank, what's ahead here?
Big par 4, just over 450 yards. Ideally, you want to get it down by that bunker where it's nice and flat because that second shot, you know what's coming up.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
That's as bad a shot as I've seen for a long while. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Here's the approach shot, starting to find the rhythm now after that balky beginning.
Yeah, good opportunity here. Flag very much one you can aim at, and especially as they're starting to play well.
It is on the green, but that will be a tough putt on the way. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Frank, he might like this one. He might. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Rounding out the front 9 here at Bay Hill, 474-yard par 4. Frank, you've played this hole before. Where are you lining up when you step onto the tee here?
There's an out of bounds all the way down the left side that you have to be cognizant of. But that bunker, 290 yards carries it. And yet again, another hole that favors the long hitter.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, you want to make the turn in style? We're here at the 9th, the approach shot, and what are we looking at?
Big green, one of the biggest on the golf course. This hole's changed a lot with equipment over the years, so long iron, even a mid iron for some people, to a very generous green. Just pitch it on the front third, and you'll be having a birdie putt here at 9.
On the green in regulation. Getting set now over the putt. Yeah, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Okay, that's par. 3 over for the round. Beautiful day here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida. Great weather. And Frank, how do you get off to a great start here on the back 9?
Trying to avoid those 3 bunkers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, but it's one of the few holes that moves to the right. So if you can just smoke one over that right bunker, just a sand iron in there.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
In the fairway here at the 10th. Nice way to start off the back 9. Second shot, Frank, now to the par 4 10th.
Have to look, first of all, which quarter of the green that the flag is, because this 10th green really is 4 different quarters. As long as you're keeping that second shot in that little area, then 10 will certainly reward that second shot.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just 5 feet left. That's how you maintain momentum. You make those putts for par. Now to the par 4 11th, just a shade under 440 yards. Where are the difficulties here, Frank?
The water down the left, but the hole keeps going that way, almost in a semi-horseshoe fashion. 2 bunkers down the right, they always catch the stray tee shot, but once again, you don't have to hit driver here. You've got to get that ball in play.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, another good hole to par 4 11th, looking at the second shot now.
Yeah, the second shot has a similar look to the second shot at the 3rd hole at Bay Hill. Water all down the left-hand side, that has to be respected. And a green really where you've got to favor the right side, or at least right of middle.
Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good 3rd shot, maybe get away here with par.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Oh, I thought he had that. Boy, that hurts right there, Frank.
Yeah, he's got to knuckle down now, though, because, you know, we've seen it before, Rich. 2 putts turn into 3, 4. So make sure you can limit the damage here.
Just a little sloppy right now. No other way to say it. Another bogey and 4 over for the day. Frank, 574-yard par 5. Scoring opportunity here?
The breeze behind, once again, a reachable par 5. The hardest thing about this hole really is the green. It's raised up a little bit, slopes off on either side.
Ideal position, sitting up perfectly. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Locked in on the read and the speed. So that was a medium length putt. speed was right on track, but the read wasn't where it needed to be. He'd settle for par here. Chases that in for par to stay at 4 over. Frank, the par 4 13th, relatively short, but not necessarily easy.
Yeah, stringent tee shot. A lot of people are tempted to take a bigger club off the tee. 300 yards runs out of the fairway, but really, what does that give you in?
No fairway here. This one in that rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. These putts keep the round together. That's a step in the right direction. Makes the putt and makes the move to 3 over. Frank, one of the things I like about Bay Hill is it requires you to hit clean, strong golf shots. And here's another case at the par 3 14th. It's more than 200 yards.
Another one, really, you've just got to play it through the air. You can't play this like an Open Championship run-up par 3. Must fly it onto the green.
Try up next. Frank, the beauty of golf, you never know when you're going to find that spark and begin to turn it around.
Yeah, well, that's why you can't just quit in the middle of a round. You've got to believe that something good is just around the corner, and this just might.
Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
We're here at the 15th now, and a big dogleg right on this one. Frank, what's the best route to take to shoot the low number?
You've got to look at that run out down the left side, which is about 320 yards. If you can stay short of that, then that gives you a perfect shot into this green.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Ball positioned very nicely in the fairway, 155 yards out. Not quite where he was aiming, but still enough room to get it up and down. Frankie seems to have found something already. 2 birdies in a row and now another chance.
Yeah, it's all starting to flow here. This is really important. He's starting to play well, so finish it off here for 3 in a row.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
We've seen guys through the years blow the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. It's sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but a 3 brings 7 into play. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
That has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Frank, he could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up. Should be safely on deck.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good work there.
See, if
Now
I would
even
have got
par.
another fucking eagle, man, we could theoretically be a negative.
Always like this par 3, Frank. Par 3 17th. Let me amend that. I like watching the best in the world play it because it can be daunting, especially with the pressure ratcheted up.
When they have the tournament on, this green is brick hard. A little bit downhill. That's about the only advantage you get.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Yet again, in the bunker off the tee. In the greenside bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Still playing even for the day after the par. Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill, the 18th.
Hole's got a little easier over the years with the new equipment. People getting it out there a little further, so you've got a shorter club in, but you've got to be wary of that run out on the right side.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cup.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Frank, this is the moment of truth. In so many rounds here at Bay Hill, the second at 18.
The best way to put it is it's the most rewarding second shot you'll get on Bay Hill relative to the rest of the people playing. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Shouldn't be a problem here. So a 71 on the day. So for Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.